So today I want to talk about young people through the platform of social media. First of all, who are they? How do they look like? Well, this is a girl called Guo Meimei, 20 years old, beautiful. She showed off her expensive bags, clothes, and car on her microblog, which is the Chinese version of Twitter. And she claimed to be the general manager of Red Cross at the Chamber of Commerce. She didn't realize that she stepped on a sensitive nerve and aroused national questioning, almost a turmoil, against the credibility of Red Cross. The controversy was so heated that the Red Cross had to open a press conference to clarify it, and the investigation is going on. So far, as to today, we know that she herself made up that title, probably because she feels proud to be associated with charity. All those expensive items were given to her as gifts by her boyfriend, who used to be a board member in a subdivision of Red Cross at Chamber of Commerce. It's very complicated to explain. But anyway, the public still don't buy it. It is still boiling. It shows us a general mistrust of government or government-backed institutions which lack transparency in the past. And also it showed us the power and the impact of social media as microblog. Microblog boomed in the year of 2010, with visitors doubled and time spent on it tripled. Sina.com, a major news portal alone, has more than 140 million microbloggers. On Quentin, 200 million. The most popular blogger, it's not me, it's a movie star, and she has more than 9.5 million followers or fans. About 80% of those microbloggers are young people under 30 years old. And because, as you know, the traditional media is still heavily controlled by the government, so social media offers an opening to let the steam out a little bit. But because you don't have many other openings, so the heat coming out of this opening is sometimes very strong, active, and even violent. So through microblogging, we are able to understand Chinese youth even better. The Gini coefficient has already passed the dangerous line of 0.4. Now it's 0.5, even worse than that in America, showing us the income inequality. And so you see this whole society getting frustrated about losing some of its mobility, and also the bitterness and even resentment towards the rich and the powerful is quite widespread. So any accusations of corruptions or backdoor dealings between authority or business would arouse a social outcry or even unrest. So through some of the hottest topics on microblogging, we can see what young people care most about. Social justice and government accountability runs the first in what they demand. For the past decade or so, a massive urbanization and development have let us witness a lot of reports on the forced demolition of private property. And it has aroused huge anger and frustration among our young generation. Sometimes people get killed, and sometimes people set themselves on fire to protest. So when these incidents are reported more and more frequently on the internet, people cry for the government to take actions to stop this. So the good news is that earlier this year, the State Council passed a new regulation on house requisition and demolition, and passed the right to order forced demolition from local governments to the court. Similarly, many other issues concerning public safety is a hot topic on the internet. We heard about polluted air, polluted water, poisoned food, and guess what? We have faked beef. They have sorts of ingredients that you brush on a piece of chicken or fish, and it turned to look like beef. And then lately, people are very concerned about cooking oil, because thousands of people have been found recruiting cooking oil from restaurant slop. So all these things have aroused a huge outcry from the internet. And fortunately, we have seen the government responding more timely and also more frequently to the public concerns. And also, people are doing good through social media. And the first picture showed us that a truck caging 500 homeless and kidnapped dogs for food processing was spotted and stopped on highway, with the whole country watching through microblogging. People were donating money, dog food, and offer volunteer work to stop that truck. And after hours of negotiation, 500 dogs were rescued. And here also, people are helping to find the missing children. A father posted his son's picture onto the internet. After thousands of resends in relay, the child was found, and we witnessed the reunion of the family through microblogging.